They said nobody's coming to save you. I had to look inside me. I was looking everywhere for a savior, but the guy was in me. The world like to tell you what you can't, what you ain't, that you late. Just remember that you breathe. The world like to tell you what you can't, what you ain't, that you late. Just remember that you breathe.
Yeah. You know what I fought through just to get her. I evolved so much I feel like.
Welcome to Blended Healing. Happy Juneteenth. That means a lot. From the shoulders that we stood on to get to where we are today. Today would be a day where we remember our ancestors and the things that they did, the ultimate sacrifice for us to be to where we are today. But where are we? No harm, no foul, no judgment zone here. But where are we? As we move through this presentation on today, allow me to share some things with you. Enjoy the presentation. I'll see you on the other side.
Yeah. Yo. I reminisce on the old days. Thoughts of younger me, I used to smile with my whole face. Full of adventure, I stayed outside for the whole day. Full of optimism, used to move at my own pace. Now these days, I tend to get stuck in my own way. I'm self-driven, but I still deal with some road rage. Too valuable to crash out, that's what my soul say. My uncle was a drunk, he used to go through a whole case. My cousin heart cold, so he called him a cold case. In my case, I'm unpacking baggage that was unchecked, try carrying on the heavy ones. But the duffel bag full of skeletons, I tried burying some, but they rose from the dead. Yeah, this morning I rose from my bed with a thorn in my side. I started wrestling with God. He said you need to submit and let your pride dissolve. When you let go of your past, it's when you start to evolve. When we evolve, we rise from it all. Go to higher levels, watch our problems get small. When we evolve, we break through the walls of our lower self and watch our spirit stand tall. When we evolve, we know when to call on the Most High and let Him fight all our wars. When we evolve, when we evolve, when will we evolve? Some days I don't feel like my best. I hit the gym and lift weights to get shit off my chest. Life full of multiple choices, sometimes it feel like a test. My circle got shady like Scantron, but I'm still blessed. Yeah, it's beauty and chaos. Sometimes you gotta go within just to see the way out. I had to fortify my boundaries, told that gal to stay out. It took me 10,000 hours just to get a payout. Now I see things from a higher place. I grew from my prior place, and now I'm on the mission to uplift my entire race. Purpose burning inside of my chest like a fire fireplace. I used to smoke loud, now I roll up to a quiet place and sit in my solitude. Yeah, I'm in a solid mood. I'm about to start a fast, 7 days, no solid food, just juices and water, thinking clearer and smarter. When you start to evolve, that's when your mind can go farther. When we evolve, we rise from it all. Go to higher levels, watch our problems get small. When we evolve, we break through the walls of our lower self and watch our spirit stand tall. When we evolve, we know when to call on the Most High and let Him fight all our wars. When we evolve, when we evolve, when will we evolve? You evolving when you're no longer revolving around the same things that no longer serve you. You're not holding space for the people, placing things that no longer deserve you. You stop fitting in and start fitting the new spaces that you're in because you're in a different place. So don't be surprised when you're no longer getting invited, no longer getting excited, and calls and texts from yesterday start slowing down. You're growing now. When we evolve, we rise from it all. Go to higher levels, watch our problems get small. When we evolve, we break through the walls of our lower self and watch our spirit stand tall. When we evolve, we know when to call.
Grand Rising. You got it? You got it? You got it? Good. Why are you self-sabotaging? That was supposed to be done weeks ago. Good morning again, Grand Rising. Let me ask you something before we get started. How many times have you looked at something that needed your attention and told yourself, I'll get to it tomorrow? It's not because you couldn't do it or that it wasn't important. Just because you figured that there was still time. We've all done it. Sometimes life gets busy and we get distracted and we convince ourselves that we'll handle it later. But later has a funny way of showing up faster than we expect. Before you know it, the thing that kept putting off becomes the very thing causing you the stress. That's the energy around this story today. It's about missed timing, delayed action, opportunities, being accountable, and recognizing the difference between waiting and avoiding. So let's talk about it. Welcome to Blended Healing. Welcome to your morning inspiration and real talk. Happy Juneteenth.
Blended healing. This one's for you. Your name, your power. We see it. We honor it. Every move you make, every word you say, guys, the ones who lost their way. Strengthen your heart, wisdom in your hands. You build your kingdom, respect expands. We lift you in, quietly strong. Guys, the ones who lost their way. Strengthen your heart, wisdom in your hands. You build your kingdom, respect expands. We lift you in, quietly strong. Every action teaching right from wrong. We watch, we learn.
How many times have you looked at something that needed your attention and told yourself, I'll get to it tomorrow? You figured there was still time. We've all done it. Now you're sitting there, stressed out, frustrated, trying to figure out how you got here when the truth is you saw it coming the whole time. What's been sitting on your to-do list, your heart, your spirit, and seeing, or your comment, or the back of your mind, you already know needs your attention.
We make the hustle look easy. Trapping fellas all season.
Why are you self-sabotaging? You ever have something sitting right in front of you that you know you need to handle, and every day you tell yourself, I'll get to it tomorrow? It's not because you don't remember that it's important or that you don't care. You just keep putting it off. Maybe life got busy, or maybe you got distracted, or maybe you convinced yourself that there was still time. Then one day you wake up and realize tomorrow is gone. The deadline passed and the opportunity moved on. The relationship changed. The bill got bigger. The problem got worse. And now you sitting there stressed out, frustrated, trying to figure out how you got here. When the truth is, you saw it coming the whole time. That's a hard pill to swallow, because now you can't blame anybody else. You can't point fingers. And you can't say nobody warned you. Deep down, you knew what needed your attention. But for whatever reason, you kept pushing it aside. This energy feels like, to me, is a reminder that life has been trying to hand you something, a blessing, an opportunity, a chance to move forward, a chance to grow, to step into something bigger. But every time it showed up, you found a reason to wait. You kept trying to squeeze it into whatever little bit of time and energy you had left after giving everything else your attention. The problem is that some things can't be treated like an afterthought. Some things require your full commitment. They require you to stop making excuses and stop overthinking, stop waiting for the perfect moment, and just do what needs to be done. The crazy part is while you're focused on everything that's going wrong, life is showing you that there's actually more available to you than you realize. Support, opportunities, possibilities. But when your mind is locked onto fear, frustration, and everything that could go wrong, you stop seeing what's right in front of you. Then you end up overwhelmed, not because nothing is happening, but because too much is happening. And you don't know where to focus your energy. This energy, this story, is saying that the window is open right now. And the signs are there. The signs are there. The opportunity is there. The invitation is there. The question is whether you're finally going to answer it. Because these moments don't stay around forever. Sometimes life lines everything up perfectly. All that is required is for you to say yes and take action. That's it. But if you keep waiting, keep doubting yourself, keep talking yourself out of it, eventually the moment passes, and then you're left dealing with consequences of what you didn't do instead of enjoying the rewards of what could have done. That's where some of y'all are right now. You're not cursed, and nobody blocked your blessings. The universe, the universe did not forget about you. You're here because somewhere along the line, you stopped trusting yourself and you kept waiting for another sign when you already had one. You kept waiting for another opportunity when one was already sitting in your lap. Now life is asking you to be honest about that. Feel whatever you need to feel about it. Be disappointed if you're disappointed. Be mad if you're mad. But don't lie to yourself about how you got here. Because the lesson isn't in what was lost. The lesson is in making sure the next time life puts something valuable in front of you, you don't sit there watching it pass by while telling yourself you'll deal with it tomorrow. You dig? And before I bounce up out of here, there's one more thing. Something else showed up after everything else. And honestly, I think it changes how your story is going to end. Because after all the disappointment, after all of the hard truths, after looking at what happened and being honest about your role in it, the message isn't, well, that's it. No, the message is, now learn from it. One of the biggest mistakes people make is thinking that they can figure everything out on their own. Y'all spend months, sometimes years, trying to force their way through something that somebody else already learned how to navigate long ago. The wisdom was there. The guidance was there. And the lessons were there. The people who walked this road before you were there. The question is whether you're willing to listen how and now. This energy is saying you're not standing at the end of the road. You're standing at the beginning of a new one. And this time, you don't have to walk it blind. There are people who have already been where you're trying to go. And there are people who made the mistakes, learned the lessons, and left behind a map. Use it. Ask questions, seek guidance. Learn from people who have the experience you don't have yet. There's no prize for making life harder than it needs to be. The disappointment that you've been dealing with wasn't meant to break you. It was meant to teach you. If you're willing to take the lesson instead of staying stuck in the regret, then none of this was wasted. The opportunity may have passed. The moment may be gone, but the wisdom remains. And the wisdom has a way of turning today's setback into tomorrow's success. So don't leave here focused on what slipped through your fingers. Leave it focused on what you've learned. Because the next time life puts something valuable in front of you, you'll recognize it sooner, and you will move differently, and you'll know enough to ask for directions before you find yourself lost. That's the hope in all of this. Not that the past changes, that you do. Ashe? All right. I ain't keeping you long. I know it's Juneteenth, but I got a lot of work to do. I got an extravaganza tomorrow that I have to put on. And whoo, it is such a much. So not only does this story speak to those who need this story to be heard today, I am living proof in full transparency that I slipped on a banana peel and lost an opportunity and a memory in the making. I'll be right back after this.
One of the things I've learned while creating Gateway to the Ancestors is that history is never just about dates, buildings, wars, or famous names. History is about people. It's about ordinary people living ordinary lives during extraordinary times.
Many voices were never recorded, yet their lives helped shape the world we inherited.
One day, those stories may become someone else's connection to the past, and if you're enjoying this journey, subscribe to Gateway to the Ancestors. Because the ancestors are not only found in history books. Sometimes they're found in the stories we choose to remember. As we continue our travels through the past, may we never forget the sacrifices, victories, and lessons left behind by those who came before us. Until our next destination, keep listening, keep learning, and keep walking with the ancestors. Gateway to the Ancestors episodes will now be airing every other week on its regularly scheduled day and time. As I deep dive into this world of discovery and spirituality, it has expanded to heights I could not believe. No worries, be on the lookout for more programming and content on the Gateway to the Ancestors platform. Until then, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and set your notification bell.
Before you leave here today, I want you to think about one thing. What's been sitting on your to-do list, your heart, your spirit, or the back of your mind that you already know needs your attention. Not next week or next month, now. Because the lesson here isn't about beating yourself up over what you didn't do. The lesson is about recognizing it before you repeat the cycle again. Life is always going to present opportunities, but it's up to you to recognize them and respond when they arrive. You can't change what you delayed yesterday, but you can decide what you're going to do today. So stop waiting for another sign. Stop waiting for perfect timing. Stop waiting until you feel completely ready. Take the step. Make the call. Have the conversation. Start the thing. Because the next opportunity deserves a different version of you than the one who kept saying, I'll do it tomorrow. That's it and that's all. That's the story. I say what I say. Who gonna do me? All right. Short and sweet, straight to the point. Honor those who came before us for the ultimate sacrifice in your remembrance today. You got to stand for something or fall for anything. And with that being said, be well, stay safe. Ashe and deep bow to each and every one of you. Make sure that you stay tuned for Queen Kel's Holistic Royalty by Kel's morning meditation and chair yoga. Be well. Peace.
Welcome to Holistic Royalty by Kel's, where peace, holistic wellness is designed with you in mind. You are just in time. It's time for meditation and yoga class. Follow me. My name is Queen Kells, and I am a certified yoga instructor specializing in Hatha Yoga, a practice of self-transformation using postures and breathing to focus the mind and body. It is a slower, more meditative practice where poses are held for longer periods. Before we start, allow me to guide you into today's meditation. Tune into Holistic Royalty by Kells on Mondays and Fridays for meditation and yoga, 11 a.m. EST. Oh, by the way, on Fridays, I teach bed yoga for those who are differently abled. Peace and blessings. You can find me on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram.
Hope you received what you needed today. Thank you for coming by and spending some time with me. Come back soon. Ashe and deep bow to you.